Today we meet the progression of Mary's faith in the resurrection, or Mary's belief in the resurrection. She is first in a state of confusion. She doesn't really understand what is happening. So she stands there at the tomb weeping. She must be looking around trying to see whom she can ask so that she gets some explanation of what has happened. So she stoops into the tomb to check, and then she sees these two men. We are told from the gospel that these are angels who ask her why she is weeping. She's weeping because she doesn't know where the Lord has been taken. At this point, she still doesn't know anything about the resurrection. The only thing that she knows in her mind is that Jesus has been taken away. Please take me there so that I can go and take him away myself. In other words, take me there so that I can go and take care of him myself. So she turns and she sees another man standing behind her who asks her the same question: why are you weeping? Now, she doesn't recognize Jesus because her mind is still confused. So she undergoes this progression of faith or progression of belief in the resurrection. We can see that even when she sees Jesus standing right before her, she doesn't even say Jesus or teacher or master. She just refers to him as a son. She thinks he's just a gardener or one of these people that are employed to work around tombs. Then when he mentions her name, Mary, from that point, her mind opens up, her spirit opens up. Then she understands what has happened. She understands who this person that is standing before her is. It is Jesus. And then she says, teacher, Rabboni, in Hebrew. Then Jesus gives her an instruction. Now that you have understood what has happened, now that you have seen me, go and tell my brethren, go and tell others back in the village that I have risen indeed. Go and witness to what you have seen. Immediately Mary goes to share her faith in the resurrection with others. And when she goes to the disciples, she doesn't even say any of those things that Jesus has told her to go and say. The only thing that she says is, I have seen the Lord. I have seen the Lord. Maybe we can identify ourselves with Mary in this situation of confusion and slowly begins to understand what has happened. Maybe we are also in that state of confusion. We don't understand a lot of things that are going on in our lives. We don't know whether God is involved or God is not involved. We don't know whether God is near or God is far. We do not understand. Why is this thing happening? Why am I in this situation? But it is in that state of confusion that actually God even moves the closest to us. But because of our confusion, we can't even recognize him. Our faith has to be allowed to grow slowly so that we may come to understand that actually even if we have been in this state of confusion, there is God involved in that situation, that we are not all alone, but God is right there with us. And when we have met God in that state of confusion, our faith has now matured, and God is saying, this your faith, go and share it with others out there who might also be in the same state of confusion, so that this faith does not only remain with you, but grows and is shared with the world out there. And God is sending you and I to go out there and share the faith that has grown, the faith that has developed in us, so that the whole world may come to believe that yes, God is still involved in the history of our life. A lot of things could be going on around, but God is not abandoning us. God is still near us, and he wants us to share faith with one another. He's no longer a gardener, he's no longer a sir, he's no longer anybody else that we might think he is, but he is the risen Lord. And it is this same risen Lord that you and I are being sent to go and share with the world out there. Faith is not static, faith is progressive. And on our Christian journey, we have to allow it to indeed grow until we come to a point where we can refer to Jesus not as a sir, but as a teacher, as a master, as the risen Lord. Amen.